It's a Nick Willems night at Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder, Colorado. Boulder 64's and El Paso County Baseball Miracles on the Front Range Baseball Network. Thad Anderson from Boulder. Pitch one from Willems, coming from high in the clouds. Big man delivers and swing and a strike. Number 12 versus number 12 to open the game up. Jackson Schlepper, the shortstop for the Miracles. First at bat, he swings and misses for strike one. As has been documented throughout the season, but always fun to say it. Here's a chopper to first. Takes a weird hop on the lip of the grass, and Luke Burley reacts, reaches down, and corrals the low bounce off the lip by first base. One away. Always fun to point it out. You can tell looking at the mound that there's a lot of Nick Willems out there. That's 6 feet 8 inches of Nick Willems. One away on a ground ball to first base. Jackson Schlepper is out. Talked to Jackson in the dugout before the game. Good to see the Miracles here tonight after they hosted the same team at their place last night. As has been the case in the Front Range League all year, the outside pitch is there. Justin Moore, the plate umpire, hammers strike one on an outside delivery that is the strike zone. But all year long, we've seen that and don't mind it at all. Pitchers working that outer edge. Reach and a pop-up. Austin Reese hits in the number 2 spot tonight. He's been hitting, for what I've seen, heavily in the 3 spot in the order for the Miracles. Reese was number 3 in the order last night. Got him up in the 2 spot. It'll be Jansen Roberts next. Maddox Stahl hitting number 4. Fouled off, out of play. It's upset Tuesday in the Front Range League with the Foxes beaten today by Diamond Club 11-9. Diamond Club, great win. Had a good 5-inning start from their righty, and I was there earlier and then made the trek over here. Went and refilled the hotspot at Verizon, ran out of data, and Austin Reese ran out of pitches. Strikes out looking, 2 down. Reese is out looking. Last night, the Miracles hung with the 64's deep-ish into that game 6th inning. It was 9-6. Miracles were running with them, and the 64's offense put up 7 runs in the final 2 frames. Run-ruled El Paso County baseball in the 8th, 16-6. Breaking ball was up above the zone. Didn't miss by much. Nick Willems asks Justin Moore, that was up, right? Is that, yeah, you sure? Okay, all right. I'll bring it down a 1/4 of an inch. Jansen Roberts, lefty, swings, chops that over the pitcher's mound, and that'll bound through the infield. Roberts has the first hit of the night for the Miracles. 2 out, 1 on. Greeley Grays trying to make a run at the Western Nebraska Pioneers right now in Greeley. They were down 10-0 in the game, the Grays. It's back to 11-6. Bottom of the last and a doubleheader from Greeley. Pioneers running in 3rd place in the Front Range League standings. They lead 11-6, bottom of the 7th with nobody out. Just starting the bottom of the 7th, Grays down by 5 in their last bat. They'll play another one tonight. Strike, hammered down and away. Good pitch by Willems. Maddox Stahl batting, the center fielder. Wide with that pitch. Louis De La Cueva, the catcher, will bat 5th. Jeremiah Lucero bats 6th. He's a second baseman. Ethan Steer, the DH, is number 7 in the order. Nicholas Brainerd, third baseman, is 8. And Bryson Martinez, left fielder, bats 9. It's down through the order for the Miracles. That pitch hit the dirt or hit the chalk at the back of the left side batter's box. While you're out there, Shane Crow figures might as well fling it down to first. Logan Carney at first, and the third baseman is Jackson Bryant up the middle. Cale Hamrick at short, and Charlie Langford at second base. Willems 2-1 pitch. Thank the deity for a scoreboard. My goodness, thank you, scoreboard. No scoreboard at Arvada today. It's broken, so not the Diamond Club Collegian's fault, but helps to track things with a 3-1 count up. 2 down. Willems trying to close the top of the 1st against Stahl. Got the outer edge again. Good pitch. 3-2, full count. Runner's going to be heading out from first base. Roberts can go on the pitch on 3-2 two-away. In on the 3-2 delivery, Stahl leans back and takes the walk. 2 out, 2 aboard. Surprise in-game interview. Little does Xavier Farnham know, but he's going to be on an interview on headset here in a minute. That's right. Take your Adderall. Get the nerves calmed down a little bit. Maybe. I haven't asked Xavier yet, so we'll see. I'll ask him during a break. He can say no if he'd like. There is a $7,000 honorarium for doing an interview. Pitch is up. Willems trying to get out of the first. Starter for the 64's. Talked about the infield defense. Outfielders for the 64's. Gardner's in center. Bodie in left and Moser in right tonight. Moser's out by the swimming pool. In the left, Bodie's by the skate park. There's a back pick, and they've got him. Caught off the bag is Stahl, and a rundown. Here comes the runner. Jansen Roberts is going to get to the plate and score the run. So that pays off with Roberts getting all the way around, and the rundown still going on. Willems, the pitcher, handles it. There's the tag out. 1 run in for El Paso County Baseball Miracles. Good base running by Jansen Roberts. He took off on a sprint from second and scores on a long rundown between first and second. 3 away, 1 run in for the Miracles. Bottom of 1 for El Paso County Baseball. They'll send up Devin Alvarado, the righty starter, or make it lefty starter, Alvarado. The bats for Boulder 64's first 3 up, Langford, Gardner, and Bryant.
When I feel like, back when I feel like, I'm gonna get back when I feel like.
We're in Boulder. In Greeley, the Pioneers having a little trouble putting away the Greeley Grays. Bottom of the 7th, nobody out. 2 runs already in for the Grays and a runner aboard. Pioneers still lead by 3, Western Nebraska. They're right on the heels of the Boulder 64's. Pioneers trying to get a win to keep pace. They're playing 2 tonight in Greeley. It's 11-8, bottom of the last. Grays batting, down 3, nobody out, 1 aboard. Looks like Peter Torbicki is the batter for the Greeley Grays as he tries to help build the inning, the full count. And if the batter reaches, it'll be the tying run to the plate for the Grays in the last frame from Greeley. That game also on the Front Range Baseball Network. Fun finish there with Alex Becker calling the doubleheader for us tonight. Thanks to Alex. Devin Alvarado, lefty arm. He's got a bum fingernail. The story is that his mom slammed it in a car door. I think that's child abuse. Devin Alvarado working through that. I don't think she meant to slam. I don't even know if she really did. Jansen Roberts was my source in the dugout earlier today. He said, I think his mom accidentally got his finger in a car door. I don't know who really did it. I only know what Jansen told me. 2 are aboard in Greeley, and a visit to the mound for the Grays as they're grinding, trying to get game 1 of a doubleheader put in the books. Alvarado's first pitch. Charlie Langford likes it and shoots that into right field. Langford leads off with a base hit.
Langford leads off with a base hit again on first. Bringing up number 0, Jack Gardner.
Jack Gardner, the center fielder. Jackson Bryant will bat next. Then Logan Carney. DH Carney hitting the 4 spot. Langford's back on a dive back. Kent Gregory right on the scene, coaching first base, helping Charlie with a little instruction about the dive back. Lefty Alvarado, and it's first move going. Langford might have it. He does. Charlie takes off on a pick throw, stolen base. Alvarado a little bit, probably too long to get the ball over to first base. Roberts tried to cycle the throw, and Schlepper at shortstop got handcuffed by it. This ball mashed to left. Exit stage left, off the screen, above the fence. It bounces back in. That netting above the yellow pipe is gone zone. It's an exit stage left for Jack Gardner. Puts 2 on the board. 2 batters to the plate, and the 64's have erased the lead for the Miracles and taken the lead. Jack Gardner blast.
Welcome up number 23, Jackson Bryant.
And a base hit into left. Bryant on 1 pitch. Langford went first pitch. Gardner, he might have. He had a pick move on a steal, and then I think he went, if not first pitch, second pitch, and now first pitch from Bryant. 64's attacking at the plate. Logan Carney, the DH, number 4 spot. Ball floated up and out of play, foul. Logan Carney was having his annual physical conducted in the press box before the game today. Had to get that knocked out before he goes back to school. So trainer for the 64's completed the deets for him, gave him the all clear. Now he's batting 4 spot. Lefty Alvarado is going to pick to 1. That might have been a HIPAA violation right there. I'm not sure. Another throw over to first. Larry May is the base umpire tonight. 2-umpire crew, Justin Moore behind the plate, and Larry May on bases. Well, still with nobody out, the Grays have loaded the bases down by 3 in the bottom of the last, 7th inning of a game 1 of a doubleheader. Greeley making it very interesting. It looks like the Pioneers are going to go to a pitching change, try to get out of the bases loaded no-out jam, leading by 3. Alvarado, lefty delivers. That ball is lobbed to right field in front of the 331 sign. Catch made in right field.
Next up, undercover,
It's Austin Reese out there.
Shane Crow.
1 away. Tall fly out to left is 1 away, and here comes Shane Crow. Shane Crow wearing the jersey of shame tonight. He's wearing number 14. He must have forgotten his number 1. Personal responsibility, Shane. Swings and misses on an off-speed pitch that got him way out in front. Crow, the catcher, just kidding, Shane. I love Crow is a Fossil Ridge guy. Saw him a lot coming through Fort Collins. Enjoyed talking to him at the All-Star Spectacular, and he enjoyed swinging at that one. That's down, and that one also gets over the yellow piping. Exit stage right for Shane Crow. Crow launches. 2-run shot. 64's are swinging it tonight in one inning at least. If that's enough proof for you. 2 home runs in the frame, 4 hits. Pair of singles, Langford and Bryant, and those followed by 2-run shots from Gardner and Crow. That was a liner toward the scoreboard. Shane still had acceleration on that when it hit the netting out there. This ball is sailed by Hamrick to right. Reese is there, 2 outs. Austin on the catch.
Welcome up number 13, Zeke Bodie.
The road get rocky again. I'm back in this thing and I brought me a friend. My sin and thought I could win. I throw up a prayer, it's going to win. Okay, in the studio, not in the gym. Versus they turn into
There's a swing and strike 1. Zeke Bodie fooled by that pitch. Inside for a 1-1. Ball to center field. And 3 flyouts in the inning. 64's getting launch in the bottom of 1. 3 flyouts and 2 home runs. 5 balls smacked in the air. 2 of them left the park. 4 runs cross for Boulder. And it's 4-1. 64's after 1 of a 9-inning ball game. Top of 2, Louis De La Cueva, the catcher for the Miracles, leads off with Jeremiah Lucero and Ethan Steer coming to the plate in the top of the second.
River Morgan presents famous baseball quotes.
You tell me right now, Jimmy Morris.
It's supposed to be
always
hard.
in
Bob,
your
if it wasn't
killing
hard,
me.
you
Everyone
can't
would
steal
do
second
it.
base
The
and
hard
keep your foot
is what
on
makes
first.
it great. You want to have a catch, Smalls?
Ball yard baseball. Ball yard baseball.
Miracles catcher Louis De La Cueva, number 5 batter, with Willems firing a fastball that's fouled off first base side. Willems' pitch, swing by De La Cueva, is behind that fastball. Willems has the advantage, 1-2. That's fouled straight back by De La Cueva off the middle support post. Bangs off the pole.
Yeah, they have them. I went by
Crow trying to frame up the pitch as it trickle out in front of the plate. 2-2 count to Louis De La Cueva. Louis, next up is Lucero, the second baseman, Jeremiah on deck, and then Ethan Steer, the DH. There's strike three. Willems hits the outside. Good pitch from Nick Willems, one away. Second strike out of the game for Willems. Both of those looking. Get the bug updated for you. My mistake. Starting a campaign, people stop saying my bad, it's on me. Come on, that's not sincere. That doesn't sound like ownership. I just messed up the bug. I apologize. There you go. Lucero hammers that off my truck. He hit my truck. I'll be back. I'm back. There's a bus down there, but I think that hit the Fort Collins Baseball Club truck. There is an insurance claim going down against Jeremiah Lucero later tonight. Jeremiah Lucero with a one-strike count, a little late on the fastball from Willems. And another strike in. I had my windshield replaced last week. I was letting people take shots at it before that happened. That would have been fine, but we're not in hit the truck night tonight. I have a tradition with the baseball club with young players. Here's a two-strike pitch from Willems. Bending pitch, got him. Two backward Ks open up the top of the second.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Nick Willems. Next up is number 16, Ethan Steer for the Miracles.
So with youth players, if they hit the truck, they get to autograph it. That's the standard tradition in Fort Collins. I'll have to go see if Lucero wants to sign that. I usually park it in home run territory, so if you sign it, it means you hit a bomb. This would be an embarrassing late foul ball. I don't know if he wants to sign that. One strike on the other outside edge. Now the lefty in, and Willems goes to that wide pitch that Justin Moore's giving tonight. One strike to Ethan Steer. Ethan out of Lincoln, Nebraska. He grew up in Crete, Nebraska for a chunk of his time and then ended up in Lincoln for high school. Ethan heading to UCCS now. Takes. Willems filling up the zone. He's got 3 strikeouts in the game. Back-to-back Ks. Have 2 down in the second. Game in Greeley. The Pioneers held on 11-9. Looks like the final from University High in Greeley with the Western Nebraska Pioneers visiting for a doubleheader tonight. 11-9 the final. Grays give them a run at the end. Had the tying run on base, winning run, walk-off run at the plate. Pioneers get the closeout 11-9, and they're resetting for game 2. 3-1 pitch from Willems. Got the inside part. If you can work the outside like the pitchers have been and then come in with that, good luck, hitters. Full count. Runners would go if there were any, but there aren't. Willems looking on a clean frame, and he got it. Strikes out the side in actual fashion. 3 up, 3 down. 3 Ks for Willems in the inning as he dominates the 5, 6, and 7 batters for the Miracles. They'll be on Brainerd, the 8th spot in the top of the 3rd. Miracles first trying to hold off the 64's who lead 4-1, and they'll go 8-9-1. Burley, Moser, and Langford due up in the bottom of 2. Pitch one from Devin Alvarado. Strike one, swinging for Luke Burley. Alvarado out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico, Albuquerque area.
You get it out of there. You get it out of there. You get it out of there. But I see none of you moving.
Devin said he was hoping tonight to get a 6-inning run for the Miracles. He had trouble in the first, facing 7 batters, giving up 4 runs. This pitch bounces through to the screen. The 2022 high school grad started off in CC ball, community college stuff in Amarillo, Texas, then Lassen CC in California. Devin now headed to UCCS, the Mountain Lions in Colorado Springs, the lefty starter for the Miracles. Has a 2-2 count with Luke Burley. Ground ball, nice stab at third by Brainerd. Gets up, makes the throw. Nice stretch from Roberts. And Nicholas Brainerd turns in some glove work. Moo for the leather. Making cows proud with that play. Brainerd will lead off the top of the third for the Miracles. He leads off the bottom of the second defensively with a gem. Ball smoked by Moser. Heads up, skateboarders. That's why you wear a helmet. Adam Moser launches. Third home run of the game for the 64's. Let me get the score corrected. The score bug glitched on us and put up a couple that were not there, and then Moser does put one of them on. It was 4-1 before that shot. Now 5-1 with the smoke shot from Moser. 9 spot for the 64's. Sends it out to left. Back to the top of the order. .30 count. Langford will take a strike for 3-1. Langford to center. That's mid-range, mid-depth. Miracles Maddox Stahl on the catch.
Number 0, Jack Gardner.
Fly out to center. 2 down. Jack Gardner, the center fielder. Alvarado swing and a miss for Gardner. I didn't get a chance to check if Hunter Morgan is on the trip today for the Miracles. He plays center field frequently for the squad, not in the lineup at the start. There's a ground ball to third and a solo shot from Moser around 2 groundouts to third and a fly out to center. One more for the 64's. 5-1, their advantage after 2 innings. Brainerd, Martinez, Schlepper coming up for El Paso County Baseball.
The Palace of Pong, the place for paddles. Ping Pong Palace, where ping pong players play ping pong and people populate pre- and post-perfect performances at the ball yard. Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please, pop in for Pong. Purchase pop, popcorn, pizza, pastries. Take it from me. Ping Pong Winchester. The place for Pong is Ping Pong Palace. Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please pop in for Pong.
Ball yard baseball. Ball yard baseball.
Willems, top of the third. It's Nicholas Brainerd. Pitch one from Willems after striking out the side last frame. Gets strike one on a swing from Brainerd. Pretty heavy insult on the public address system just now. Just a flat-out rip of the Miracles. Song called Miracle Maker, but credited to Nick Willems, not the team entirely named Miracles. That song really should have been for them. Just putting it on the visiting team. Oh, it's a scoreboard call. 5-1 the count. 5-1, 64's have the lead in the top of the third. And Nicholas Brainerd, one routine and one really nice play at third base last half inning. Diving stop to his glove hand side for Brainerd was the first out of the inning on Burley on a sharp ground ball toward the 5.5 hole. Willems 2-1 count. Mentioned he struck out the side last inning, and I've been on a campaign throughout the summer. Willems on a 2-1 makes it a base hit count for Brainerd, who sends that into left. There's that debate about striking out the side. If you get 3 strikeouts, but some guys reach, is that striking out the side? I say no. As you've heard, you're tired of the campaign if you've heard, but if you've not, I'm still spreading the word. You're only striking out the side if you strike out all the guys who come up. Willems did that last half. Here he'll give up the leadoff single to Brainerd. Number 9 batter Bryson Martinez takes outer edge, strike one. Runner going. Brainerd, good jump. Swing and a miss for Martinez. Crow receives it and sticks it there as the good decision is no point in throwing that. Runner had the bag easily. Martinez is down a couple strikes. Extending the lead. Brainerd dancing at second base. And Martinez swings and misses. 5th strikeout of 7 outs recorded by the 64's. 7 down, 5 of those by K from Willems.
Next up, ironically, is number 12, Jackson Schlepper for the Miracles.
Nick Willems working quickly tonight. Right back up on the bump. Brainerd trying to extend it. Willems will disengage, send Brainerd back to the bag. 2 hits in the game for the Miracles. Jansen Roberts, a single in the first. He scored during a rundown on a pickoff throw to first. He was up at second, came around from second while the rundown happened. Just a little off that extended edge outside part of the zone. 5 hits in the game for the 64's, 3 of those home runs. And Boulder has stranded exactly 0 runners in the game, with home runs cleaning off the bases 3 times. 2-run shot, and then a solo from Moser. And that's in 11 batters to the plate, 3 home runs. There goes the runner, Brainerd, on a breaking ball, 1-1, swing and a miss. Brainerd had a great jump and good pitch to go on. Slow bender from Willems. Move him along to third base. One-two from Willems. Wide, Crow blocks. Austin Reese on deck, batting number 2. Struck out his first time, one of the top hitters on the Miracles offensive side. Reese on deck with 1 out. Jackson Schlepper stays alive, 2-2, with a foul off out of play. Another 2-2 from Willems. He had Schlepper leaning back. That ball is going to take a big hop off the back of the grass and end up as a single. Pretty good work by Schlepper. 2-2, foul something off. Looked like he was in distress with that breaking ball, but he stuck around long enough to swat that up the middle. RBI base knock. Leadoff single from Nicholas Brainerd. Ends up as run number 2 of the game for the Miracles. 5-2 64's. Austin Reese. Miracles assistant coach Marcus Gilmore coaching third base as usual. Always great to see Marcus. Great energy, personality guy for the Miracles, assistant coach. And John Byington, he's handling first base right now. Maybe because it's shaded. I don't know. He doesn't usually coach first, but Coach Byington out handling first base coaching duties. Willems liked the pitch. Adjusts the hat. Lets the smile dissipate from his face. Comes back on a 1-1. Runner goes. Schlepper off. Crow's throw almost hit Willems in his tuck down, and that throw was peeling to the second base side and grazing by the ball cap of Nick Willems. Crow, low, hard throw, skips through, safe at second is Schlepper. Close play, but Schlepper was around the reach-back tag try. Stolen bag. Down goes Willems on the bailout dodgeball up on the mound at Scott Carpenter. 2-1 pitch from Willems to Reese. Inside to Austin, 3-1. Here's a 3-1. Good hitter's pitch for a good hitter. Reese ready. Fastball just missed. That's out there where the edge has been. Didn't find it that time. Walk to Reese. Jansen Roberts, single his first time up. Scored the first run of the game. Down by 2. Inside to Roberts, ball 1. 320 down the right field line. The lefty has the short corner here. Only 331 as you head toward the gap. 387 center field marked. Left field corner's 334 and the left center gap 353. Roberts hit a ball off of the 385 sign to walk off a win for the Miracles earlier this year at Block Tickets Park in Colorado Springs. He's got the pop to even up the score, and he's got a 2-0 count. Willems working with one out. Has gone to the strikeout heavily in this game. Wouldn't mind another. He gets an outside edge strike. 2-1. Pace for Willems slows down in the stretch with the runners aboard. Roberts sends it back through the middle. Great swing from Jansen Roberts. Runner coming along. That ball dies out in center field. And Jack Gardner had to come a long way to get it. Easily scoring from second base. Jackson Schlepper crosses the plate. Second run of the inning for the Miracles. Second hit of the game for Jansen Roberts. Tony Rucco has some things to say. He's out visiting. And he's not out there long. Coach Rucco heads off the bump over to the third base dugout. And the bullpen is going to go to work for the 64's. Tony Rucco just came back and indicated he wanted some activity. Miracles starter Devin Alvarado, as I look to the right field side, he's walking down toward the pen. This inning, a little length to it, this half inning of batting for the Miracles. Looks like Alvarado might want to go throw a little bit, potentially. He's wandering down the right field side. Popped up on the first pitch. Maddox Stahl skies it to Langford. I don't think I ever saw an infield fly call there. I didn't see an indication of infield fly. I believe it was probably. And Langford gloves it for 2 down. Last night, Jansen Roberts at first base intentionally dropped a soft liner to first and turned a double play on it. Langford goes for the traditional catch, knowing that should be an infield fly situation anyway. 2 out, runners take off. Going to throw on the trail runner, and that ball goes through and is going to score a run. Roberts, he may round third. He holds up. He's saying to Coach Gilmore, you should have had me going. Keep the train moving. So a double steal and throwing at the trail runner. You give him stolen bags on that, and then the error on the throw brings home the run. Austin Reese scoring. Third run of the inning for the Miracles. They've got it back to 5-4. Willems has a 1-0 count to Louis De La Cueva, who would love to tie the score here with Roberts available at third base. Willems pitch, and that's grounded to third by De La Cueva. And the out across the diamond. Third baseman for the 64's, Jackson Bryant, makes the pickup and throw to Burley. De La Cueva out. Miracles put up a 3 field goal in the third inning, and 5-4 is where the score sits now, with the 64's swinging it. 3 home runs in the game, but they see a lead trimmed down to 1 with their 3, 4, and 5. Bryant, Carney, Crow due up.
If you're a real baseball player, that guy's dude. You gotta have the newest, expensivest bat on the market, bro. And it's gotta have the coolest name, bro. Brand new, just dropped. Tanks. Whatever the newest metals and materials might be, this bat is always one evolution newer. The Batco Crouching Tiger Nuke Mash Pummel Destroy Quad X Quadruple Extreme. Making mediocre hitters superstars. That guy's a dude. $600 at a time. Bro.
Alvarado's first pitch grounded towards short. Got to go quick. Just off the bag, and Jansen Roberts thought he held the bag on the stretch. That was a pretty sweet stretch from Roberts. Schlepper was under distress with a slow roller through the infield, and Jackson Bryant busting down the line. And it'll go as an infield single for Bryant, at least in my book. I'm not the official, but throw would have had him, I think, if it was there in time, or there on line, not pulling Roberts off, but that one was a distress play at short that Bryant made happen. The rush throw. Bryant getting down the line. Logan Carney fouls off a pitch on the first one he sees. Lefty Alvarado into the middle of the plate, but down. Pick move from Alvarado. Strike two to Logan Carney. Flew out to right field his first time up. Shane Crow on deck. Catcher, 2-run home run in the first. This will be his second plate appearance of the game for Crow. Waiting on deck. Carney reaches and swats that to shallow right. Second baseman can't make the catch. And sliding in safely ahead of the throw to second base goes Bryant, who had to hold on. Carney gets a bloop single down the right field line. Jeremiah Lucero, the second baseman, had to go a long way. He had the best chance at it. Right fielder Austin Reese coming from deep. Couldn't get there. It's right behind the first baseman, Jansen Roberts. And Lucero got there, had to try to make a kind of a reach flail snag on it as it came down while he was still moving away from the infield, trying to catch that kind of over the shoulder style. Strike one opens up to Shane Crow, 2-run home run in the first. Cale Hamrick on deck. Big chopper, tough play again. Going to try to go to two. Got it. Nice play by Schlepper. Only out he could make on that play was to second. He got Carney. Fielder's choice from Crow. 6-4 on the put out. Lucero covering. Pitch is wide, opening up the count for Cale Hamrick. First and third, going to send a throw over to Shane Crow. He's back. Powdery infield today. It's been dry and hot. You can see the dust popping a little more than it was just a few weeks ago. Arid conditions in the Colorado summer, dirt breaking down a little bit. Strike down at the bottom of the zone, 1-1, the count. Another pick throw. Crow hesitated just a moment. Larry May, field umpire, saw it well. He's back safely. Breaking ball veers into the zone. Hamrick has a 1-2 count. Cale, the shortstop. Has not had a ground ball defensively today. A lot of strikeouts by Willems, limiting the defensive needs so far. 2-2 the count after a ball. Hamrick lets go. Zeke Bodie's on deck with one out. Off goes the runner, Crow. That ball is chopped foul at the plate. It hit Hamrick. Fouled off of himself, so Hamrick's still hanging around there, but going back to where they started from. He knew it. Justin Moore was right on it, plate umpire. Justin's dad, Harlan Moore, worked for me for years at Triple Crown. His grandpa, Harold, was a merchandise guru for Triple Crown Sports. Justin Moore, part of a multi-generation crew. He's in law enforcement in Brighton now as the plate umpire, Justin Moore, and he's does a fine job. You don't hear, there's a 2-2 pitch, just missed. You don't hear Brandon Wakefield compliment umpires very often, and he actually said he kind of liked Justin Moore, so, you know, that's well-earned. That's not totally true. Wake's appreciative of the arbiters out there. Ground ball is blocked at the mound by Alvarado. He's got a rundown now on the runner from third, Jackson Bryant. Bryant heads toward home, and he'll be out. Runners are all going to move up. Nice play by the pitcher, Devin Alvarado. He just kind of sat down on that ball and smothered it, kept it from bouncing through the mound, and he races the lead guy, Jackson Bryant. Got stuck in between third and home with a nice block of the ball by the pitcher. Second out. That's a fielder's choice for Cale Hamrick. Fielder's choice, second in a row. Crow, fielder's choice. Hamrick, fielder's choice. 2 outs. 64's have not answered the 3-run frame from the Miracles yet. They've got 2 available. Ball from Bodie is deep and sailing to center and off the top rail. That's gone. Broke the 4th wall. Zeke Bodie takes care of the back-to-back fielder's choices and scores both of those guys. Crow, Hamrick come in. Bodie, the netting out there, that time up against that yellow rail and that piping, and it hit the very top, kind of bounced back in. I think Larry May had it right from the middle of the infield view of that. Center fielder for the Miracles, Maddox Stahl, was on the retreat, and that ball gets over the wall. There's the answer, 8-4 64's. They matched the 3 spot of the Miracles in the top of the frame with a 3 of their own. 4th home run of the game. We're in the 3rd inning. 64's are playing Colorado ball out here. 1-1 count. Alvarado gets a swing and a 1-2 count to Burley. Devin Alvarado, again from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, in the Albuquerque area. Solid lefty for the Miracles. Has been on the shelf a little bit with the finger injury. Working through it today. It's on his throwing hand on the pointer finger. It's holding up for him through 3 frames. No bullpen action for the Miracles, and Alvarado, a little sigh of relief and then a little frustration. He had that great play up the middle and had a chance to get out of that with no damage. Bodie launches a 3-run shot, and it's back to 8-4. Strikeout caps the inning for Alvarado on the bump. 3 innings in the books, and the 64's doubling up on the Miracles on the Front Range Baseball Network. 8-4 to the top of the 4th. Jeremiah Lucero, then Ethan Steer, and Nicholas Brainerd coming to the plate for El Paso County Baseball.
That strike brought to you by Local Union 247365. We like strikes. This is a test of the emergency alert system. Run! This has been a test of the emergency alert system. In the event of an actual emergency, you're probably cooked.
Ball yard baseball. Ball yard baseball.
Nick Willems out for a fourth inning of work, the starter for the 64's. Strike one to Jeremiah Lucero. Yeah, clean up. If you see how the bug works on the screen I'm running here, it's see kind of how the system runs, and it has this weird glitchy deal. It just threw up a free 3 runs for the Miracles for a moment there. It's not where they're at. They're on 4 runs. Coupon redeemed for 3 free ones. They would take it, but this one's not going to help get that going. High fly to center field from Lucero. Jack Gardner on it.
With the catch.
Next is number 16, Ethan Steer.
Xavier Farnham warming up for his
Xavier Farnham.
on-air interview by doing a little public address up here. He even pronounced Ethan Steer correctly. That was like when you let a little kid come up to the press box and announce a batter and get a free sucker. This ball back to the middle. Willems ducks it, and it's going to be bobbled at short. I'm going to go with a infield base hit for Steer there. I'm not sure if the throw was going to get him. It was a rush job at short by Cale Hamrick, and he bobbled.
Next up is number 13, Nicholas Brainerd.
1 out, 1 on. In the top of 4. FrontRangeLeague.com is the website. We got a time called, and I don't know if Willems, if he went to his mouth, I believe that would just be a straight up balk call, but that was sort of the indication there. Maybe that some kind of warning was given out to Willems. He nodded yes, agreeing to what was seen by Justin Moore behind the plate. Brainerd swings for strike 1. Willems hits the zone, fastball, middle upper part of the zone. Just went live with Game 2 from Greeley on the Front Range Baseball Network with the Pioneers of Western Nebraska batting top of the first game, just getting underway from Greeley with the Grays hosting the doubleheader today. Willems had an 0-2 count miss there for 1-2. One-two pitch from Willems. He reaches back, kind of extra tightening there on the shoulder blades as he loaded the shoulders and let that one fly. 1-2 fouled away. Scap load, the old scapula power, and the breaking ball, the bender, kind of a frisbee came flying in there. Good action on that ball from Willems. Pulled foul by Nicholas Brainerd. Brainerd 1 for 1 in the game. He batted for the first time in the third inning. He led off the third. Now he bats again in the fourth. So he didn't get up in the first or second, and he's up in the third and the fourth, Brainerd. Got the offense going last inning. Little jam shot foul back. Brainerd talking to Willems a little bit. Or at least looking that way and giving him a little nod. They both have a smile on their faces. Brainerd pounds his chest a couple times, looking for a 1-2 here from Nick Willems. That got him. Breaking pitch. Burrows into the zone. Another backward K, 2 out.
Another strikeout for Nick Willems on the mound. Bringing up number 7, Bryson Martinez.
6 Ks for Willems with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Starting pitcher working well. Bullpen is running now for the 64's. Breck Benedict in the pen. Lefty warming up, Benedict. And he just finished. He's all good to go. Ground ball from Martinez. That takes a bad hop at the end of it, and Langford will be charged with an error. He throws it away on the backside of that. Runner will move to third. Steer moved first to second on a roller to Langford. Had a rough hop that came up on him, and then he had to rush the throw, and he misfired the throw. So that was Tony Rucco in the bullpen with Breck Benedict. Coach Rucco had the gear on, catcher in his day. Told us last night at Block Tickets Park in the Springs he caught Goose Gossage at that same field in Tony Rucco's playing days. The last game he ever played, Tony Rucco, he caught Goose Gossage in the Springs. He just caught the bullpen for Breck Benedict, had the gear on. Pretty legit. Told him last night I thought he could go maybe an inning on the hill with his BP, and he actually said he thought he could. That ball lobbed shallow. In comes a running, flying Adam Moser. Moser hits the turbocharger and gets to it. Nice catch coming across from right to center as Adam Moser caps off the top of the fourth with Schlepper on a fly out. 3 out, and the 64's bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bottom of 4 coming up. Going to stick around here. Instead of leaving for the break in between innings, we're going to get Xavier Farnham on headset while the 64's bat in this inning. We'll get Xavier going. We're just we'll test our tech live. I'm guessing you can hear me okay in your ears, Xavier?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You're up here. You're the second assistant on the scoreboard tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
So you got Swan leading the effort over there. What's the food tonight, by the way? Pasta action going on?
Some pasta, yeah.
So Carter Swan is the lead scoreboard technician. Bryce Robinette is first assistant.
Yes, sir.
And then if he goes down, then you're the second assistant. All right. Xavier Farnham, let's start off with some geography. I have heard of Alpine, California, hometown, right?
Yep.
But I don't really know where it is exactly. Where is that?
It's about 15 minutes away from El Cajon, more of the away from the ocean, east side.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was. And did you grow up there your whole growing up?
No, first I lived in Hamul and then Chula Vista before that. So just all around San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at San Diego State now, right? For collegiate ball. Where are you at in kind of years in the process?
Oh, I'm going in my sophomore year.
Okay. How was it? What do you think of it?
Oh, it was fun. Played a lot, so it was nice and got a lot better. So
Yeah.
it was a nice place to be.
Got the 64's batting in the bottom of 4, leading 8-4 with Adam Moser. He's 1 for 1 with a solo home run. Just made a nice catch in right. You're at SDSU, the Aztecs, and most of us, what we think about when we think SDSU, we think about Tony Gwynn. And I know he left a legacy. He played there, coached there. But being there now, I mean, how do you still, or do you, how do you still feel Tony Gwynn around that program? I know his name's on some things.
Yeah, I mean, our coach always referenced it in right field. There's a wall, and he has a quote, and it says, do things right. And that's kind of our motto there is just do things right. And
Have you seen, I assume you've seen, Gwynn stuff, just
yeah.
clips and kind of his whole hitting approach, just what a unique career that guy had. Pretty cool to be playing at the spot where that all came from.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
And congratulations to you on the opportunity to be at SDSU, hit by pitch for Moser.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot of different things we got to handle here. Was that your debut in your life on public address a minute ago? Had you ever done public address before? It was your first time.
Yep.
It was really good. You said Ethan Steer, and then you ducked away. Ethan Steer was batting for the Miracles, and Xavier Farnham, our guest right here, actually did the intro of one of the opposing batters. You guys played last night at their place in Colorado Springs. First of all, that park, Block Tickets Park, it's where the Colorado Springs Sky Sox used to play minor league park. What did you think about playing at that particular facility?
Oh, man, it was really cool. Nice experience, and surprisingly, the field's still really nice, and I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's and the setting's cool, and just
yeah.
that the way the grandstands are set up, and the whole deal's pretty awesome. All right, let's. And by the way, on that game last night, these guys, I imagine you guys probably appreciate that or enjoy that. They ran with you 9-6
Oh, yeah.
deep in that game. Really put up a pretty decent fight until you guys threw a 7 spot between a 4 and a 3, closed them out for a run rule. But
Yeah.
what did you think? The Miracles obviously. The win totals, runners taken off on first move. Moser's going to have the bag, and he's going to get another on an error on the throw, and Schlepper better not schlep. He better hurry up.
He's so fast.
Moser's over to third. The Miracles, a young roster on the kind of lower end of the standings, but what did you think last night watching it?
No,
To
man.
me, they've got some bats. I mean, they got some
it
guys
was
who
fun.
hit.
It was fun. They competed that day for sure. They kept it close. We weren't trying to make it close, but they kept it close. That's for sure.
It
was fun, though.
Got
Very
the
fun game.
run rule win, and I'm flipping back because they all blend together. Yeah, you were you caught it last night. You had a double in the first. Well,
Yep.
that's awesome. Jensen Planansky put up a nice pack of frames. What'd you think of your starter last night?
Oh, man, it was fun catching him. That curveball really gets the hitters because it's about 60 miles per hour and starts 10 feet above the guy. Drops in for a strike. It's hard to hit.
Yeah, Jensen's listed at 6'6", I think it is, and he flings that thing in there.
Oh, yeah.
We were goofing around a little bit with the pregame interview, kind of hazing each other a little bit. But I do want to ask, whether it's a haze answer or absolute respect, what do you think of the Planansky mustache?
Oh, that thing's awesome.
Is it hard to focus on his pitching because you're just you're lost in his lip a little bit there?
No, not at all. I stay focused, that's for sure.
That's what we expect out of you. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Alvarado, and Charlie Langford's got another
wow.
hit. Hey, the coolest thing about Charlie Langford? He grew up in the same town where I grew up. And
Really?
It's a little place. It's out that way, out yonder. Fort Morgan is a little town, little rural kind of ag spot, 10,000 people.
Nice.
Charlie's dad, Josh, is the head baseball coach out there and also the defensive coordinator for football. And Chuckles, when he was 12, I took a team of a bunch of different kids to Cooperstown, and Charlie was on that team when he was 12. One of my Fort Morgan guys, base hit right there. This summer for you, you and I talked about it a little bit. I don't remember the exact details. What's your living arrangement this summer while you're playing in Boulder? Got Langford picked off at first, and he's going to be tagged out by Schlepper. He is out on that. What did you tell me? What's your setup this summer?
At first I was in a hotel for about like a week and a half. Yeah, it was different. And then got a host family. They're awesome. 2 kids and keep me on my toes, that's for sure.
Is that in Boulder?
Yeah, no, it's in Broomfield. It's
Okay.
only about 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Did you drive yourself? You have a car out here? Or?
Yeah, I have a car out here. It was
Okay.
nice.
So you're, I know you had a couple days off recently. What did you do with your time?
Oh, yeah, I went fishing.
Is that, yeah. I actually,
know.
did you hear about that? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You told me
it's okay.
pregame you didn't want it talked about, but then I went and said it on the broadcast that you went over on the fishing. You said that was the first time you've been shut out
First
in Colorado?
time.
God,
First time in
that's-
Colorado.
And you're
yeah.
still here today. I thought you would have gotten on a flight and gotten the
know.
heck out of here.
I know.
That was the Pooter Canyon, right?
That was
okay.
the
That's
Pooter.
all coming back to me now. You were looking for trout, I imagine.
Yep.
So what was the problem? What was wrong?
I mean, just wasn't a good day. I was talking to everyone out there. They weren't getting anything.
Oh,
Tried
really?
about everything I could do.
Huh. Are you? Where do you rate yourself on the fisherman scale? Like, what level of a fisherman are you? Line shot towards second. That's going to bounce through. Base hit for Gardner.
For bass fishing, I'd give myself like a 8 or 9. Trout, fly fishing, kind of just started. I'd give myself right now maybe a 5 or 6,
Yeah,
and that's generous.
that's having a good positive attitude about yourself. So outside of fishing, we got a mound visit here from John Byington, the coach of the Miracles, going to visit Alvarado. Bullpen is working. Speaking of bullpens, and I noticed I was talking about it, and I saw you just a second ago kind of shaking your head. Yes. So Tony Rucco does he do that often? He caught a bullpen just a minute ago. Is that his thing?
Yeah, he loves it. He tells me not to catch him so he can catch him.
Well, I almost made a wisecrack about, well, because Farnham's up here messing around in the box, Tony had to catch it, but he actually would rather you were up here.
Yeah, he would rather catch it. It's kind of funny. Although I kind of want to get my work in and catch pens, but
yeah,
it's all right.
I don't know if you've talked to Tony about this, but he told me last night at that park you played at, his last game he played in, he caught Goose Gossage.
Yeah.
Do you know Goose? Are you familiar with Goose?
Uh-huh.
He's from Colorado Springs, was a big Yankees, closer reliever guy.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. Good for
Oh,
Tony.
super
man.
cool.
With one out here, runner on one, I want to ask you about this ball blasted to center. That's deep for Bryant and exit stage middle. Right over the fourth wall. Busting that fourth wall is Bryant. Guy's been on a home run tear this summer. Adds another. We got 5 home runs in the game for the 64's 2-run shot. All right. Well, while it's fresh, talk about Jackson Bryant just offensively. What you've seen from that guy?
Man, he's insane. He's hitting like 550 or something like that right now. Like, that's just crazy numbers. And he has like 10 bombs, something like that.
He's heading toward double digits.
Yeah.
Jackson Bryant. And I recall it, Missouri Western State. Yeah, that's the spot. Missouri Western. My brother actually went and played there 150 years ago. We going back to back here?
Uh-oh.
Logan Carney.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, Xavier. I told Logan I would do this for him. Hang on. He liked this home run call I had in Gehring at the All-Star game. So here we go. Let me back it up, re-rack it. We'll go like this. Yeah, I got it. Okay. You call the home run real quick. Go ahead.
All right. Logan Carney, deep right field, and that ball's gone. Home run. Wow. There we go. Logan Carney, number 18.
Number 14, Shane Crow.
That ball is yard.
And then we cap it off with a little. We'll try it with you too. Okay, learn for a second, then we're going to give you a rep. All right, ready?
Let's see.
Here's a pitch in from Alvarado. Let's don't disrespect the effort from Shane Crow. Holy cow, that was a blast from Carney, who is still reverberating in the park. We're gonna finish it off for Logan. I told him I'd go big for him. He went out. I owe it to him. So here's the other part of it. This is what Logan really liked the other night. That he caught me around the BP cage, and he's like, "That was hilarious, that call." Here's my take on it.
Let's hear it.
Logan Carney, wait a minute. Oh, got a time called. Logan Carney hit the living out of that. I mean, he blasted the thing. You try it now. Be careful.
No, I can't. I don't want to mess up on accident.
I got the censor button over here.
All right.
Go
Logan
slow.
Carney, absolutely.
Actually, Xavier Farnham, a pure broadcaster. It's actually the internet, so we can say whatever we want, right? I mean,
fair enough.
It's not like it's network TV. This ball to center has got smoke on it, and Shane Crow bounces it up and off the net.
Almost back to back to back.
I mean, it's 12 to 4. Is that right? Holy cow, I'm behind a run. 12 to 4, and the guys up in the booth here pounded the counter like they were all disappointed. I mean, yeah, the expectations got a little higher.
I know.
Here comes a mound visit from John Byington with the Miracles. Devin Alvarado, the lefty for the Miracles, he'll get with the baseball. I talked to Devin before the game. Really enjoyed Devin's personality. He's going to be pitching at UCCS. Not a great day for the lefty here. He was hoping to go 6 today, but everybody who throws in this league, I really respect the effort because this league has been bats heavy. It's been run heavy. As a catcher, when you sit back and observe a game from where you're at in this league, how would you describe what you've seen this summer from your perspective?
Oh, man. I mean, the guys that are here, they rake. That's for sure. I mean, the pitchers are good, but them hitters, we rake.
Yeah, we with you included. The rest of this summer, we got a few weeks left, and you guys, you're in position now, got some work to do, but there's a Final Four at the end of the year in Fort Collins. Top 4 teams go to a single elim. And I know, part of the summer experience is getting reps and getting better, and, I like how guys interact between teams and all that. But in the end, I mean, it's the first year of this league. There's some pride in taking that trophy. What do you, from what you've seen for pitching staffs, how do you think the 64's are positioned compared to other teams in the league? Do you feel like the arms are deep enough?
Oh, yeah. We got the best staff. For sure.
And talking to Coach Wakefield, I think might be a couple reinforcements available toward the end of the summer too. Easton Miller might be able to come back around a little bit. There's a kid named Mitch Haythorne. Have you heard of Mitch? So Haythorne actually went to Cooperstown with us on a team I took out there. Wakefield was my assistant coach on that in Cooperstown. Haythorne was 12 years old. He's a big farm kid out of Eaton, Colorado, a big baseball town.
Nice.
Haythorne signed to Oklahoma as a pitcher, was there and ended up transferring out. He wanted to get a little bit more of a frontline role, but I think he's playing. I don't think it might be in the Northwoods actually, and then was going to come back at the end of the summer to be back around the farm, probably helping his dad out a little bit on the farm. But he's a legit arm, and I Wake said maybe he might come and join in a little bit. So yeah, your arms might only get better.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you're eating pasta, so we'll get one more thought from you, and then we'll get you back over there. Xavier Farnham on headset with me on the Front Range Baseball Network. Do you have hello? I don't want to put you on the spot. You forget somebody, but do you have some hellos? Anybody out in the world who would want to hear from you?
I know my dad. He talks about you a lot. Thinks you're funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah. He gave me a call yesterday.
Well, don't tell him that there are 6 empty beer cans. They're not.
Yeah,
they're
right.
Not.
Yeah, right.
So your dad? Anybody else?
My mom.
Yeah.
Support and stuff. She's awesome.
Ethan Steer is taking over on the mound. He's going to give up a single through the right side, and Crow scores off of his double, and that's a base hit for Hamrick. Another run in for the 64's. And for you, when the summer ends, how much time are you going to have for? You have a little bit of home time, a little chance to kind of chill out for a couple weeks.
Maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, but I doubt I'll be home at all. Spend time with the friends that I have out there before. I leave.
And what's your campus living arrangement? Did you do dorms last year? Or
yeah, now I'm in an apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit by pitch, and the Miracles having a hard time here in this bottom of the 4th inning. So Bodie's on by hit by pitch. Luke Burley is up, and I don't know, you might want to get down there. They might give you a pinch hit opportunity. Maybe we'll get you in and get a swing tonight.
I hope so. Gonna ask for it.
Yeah, go down there and tell them you just crushed an interview. Now you want to go and smoke a ball out of the yard.
That's the goal, right?
For me, the enjoyment this summer, I've been running around to a lot of the parks all over the Front Range League, and I'm not trying to get all Hallmark card on you here, but it's the people, it's the personalities in the league that actually make this kind of keep me going from park to park. And you're one of them, Xavier. So thanks for the extra little unique something you've brought to the league this year. Wow, another hit by pitch. You might. Well, we're not going to get a brawl, but you might want to get down there in case one breaks out.
No, of course, just a friendly guy,
That's right. Well, good luck with the rest of the season. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for the time.
Of course.
Xavier Farnham. Xavier's heading back to second assistant duties on the scoreboard now, on a day off for the catcher. Back-to-back hit by pitches. And the bags are full. Loaded up for the 64's, who have gone all the way around in the order. Moser bats for the second time in the inning as he led it off. This big mess, 13-4. Now the count. I've got my bug all updated, but again, I take a look at it, and we've got the glitchy bug going on. So let me see if I can get you tap a few buttons and make some magic happen. A laggy score bug, 13-4 the count, with bases full of 64's in the bottom of 4. There's the update. I'd swear I did have that thing tweaked up to current, but then I have to sometimes cycle it. Strike to Moser. He thought he drove in a run with a walk. He apologizes. I think that's what he did. He turned around toward Justin Moore and kind of gave it the my bad as he had tossed his bat and started heading to first base. He'll come back for another pitch. 3-1. Ethan Steer. And now he missed in. Ethan asking for where that was, and he got the affirmation, yes, that was. He kind of gave, I guess that maybe was an up. Ethan asked about, was that across the letters or a little high in the zone? I think that was the report back to him. RBI walk. Zeke Bodie at third, Luke Burley at second. Now up by 10 runs, 14-4. Just one out in the inning. De La Cueva puts it back out to the mound. A 6-run frame for the 64's. Fouled into the netting on the right side. Langford swings through on a 1-2, and Charlie's out. Second time he batted in the inning. He has a single.
Welcome up 0, Jack.
Was picked off on that last on base for Charlie after the single.
From your Boulder 64.
2 down, and the bases maxed out for Jack Gardner. Ethan Steer, good on pitch 1 for a strike. Ethan, the Lincoln, Nebraska guy, from the stretch. Comes set a little bit closed. Hips and shoulders turned slightly to a closed stance. Misses there, 1-1. 64's have scored in every inning, 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, 6 in the fourth. Fourth not over yet. Home run ball has been here for the 64's. That's a strike on the outside. Jack Gardner to a 1-2 count. Gardner with one of the home runs. It looks like is it 6 now? I'm trying to get my count right here. Inside to Gardner. Gardner has a bomb in the first. That was a 2-run shot. Jackson Bryant home run in this inning. Down and away. So Gardner 1, Bryant 1, Carney 1, back-to-back in this inning with Bryant. Crow has a home run, Bodie a home run, and Moser a home run. That's a half dozen, 6 home runs. 3-2, that's got the zone. Strike 3 pitch from Ethan Steer, who closes out the frame, and the 64's pile on a 6 spot. Good pitch from Steer. Finally get that inning capped off, and it's 14-4 64's over the Miracles after 4 innings of play. 5th inning coming up. Miracles in a bind. They'll be on their number 2 spot, Austin Reese, to lead off. You go, Nick Willems. 5 innings of work starting now for the starter Willems. Always looking for those long starter appearances. This ball's going to get through the right side. Austin Reese knocks a single between first and second. First hit of the game for Reese. Bug did its thing again and leaked an extra run onto the board, making it an erroneous 15-4. It's 14-4. Just made that adjustment with one on, top of 5. Runner goes. Reese has got the bag. Not a bad throw from Crow, but Reese was in ahead of that. Head first slide, hand got in. Willems' pitch to Jansen Roberts. Jansen has swung it well this season. Might have had a little dip in his feeling of being on at the plate. Looks like he's back to where he was, Roberts. He's got 2 hits tonight. I thought he looked good at the plate last night, too. Comfortable in the box, Jansen. He's checked up on that one. It bounces loose. Runner's going to move up. That's a attempted check swing that he couldn't hold back. Jansen last night ended up going hitless. He had a sac fly RBI, an E8 drop ball in center, ground out and a strikeout, but Jansen looks like a guy who's on it in the box. A 2-2 count to Roberts. 3-1 pitch. Willems takes a breath, sends it in on Roberts, and that's, board had 3-1. I think it was 2-2. It's full now. Roberts hammers that through the right side. Good swing from Jansen Roberts. RBI for Jansen. And here comes Tony Rucco. I think Nick Willems is going to wrap up the night right there on the RBI single from Jansen Roberts. Breck Benedict is already creeping out of the dugout, and here comes Breck. So the start from Nick Willems gets into the 5th inning. Good work from Nick Willems. The Metro State Roadrunner with the start is solid tonight, the 6'8 righty. He gives up the mound to 5'11 Breck Benedict. We got a 9-inch, 3/4 of a foot difference here. Lefty, you go from the righty at 6'8 to the 5'11 lefty Breck Benedict as the 64's hold a 9-run lead in the top of the 5th. Benedict in relief.
Cliche Country, Sugar Lake's unicorn of radio. Wide open and in the saddle. Tough, gritty. We are servant leaders with exceptional bandwidth who give 110%. So open a can of worms and beat a dead horse. Get outside the box. 108.1 FM. Put a pin in it for a win-win situation. Sugar Lake's Cliche Country, 108.1 FM. It is what it is. You got this. Have a nice rest of your day.
We're gonna go, we'll take our time. We'll hit the road, see what we find. Anticipate and wait. I wanna leave, I wanna go. What could be out there? What will I see? Will I find a secret to me? Then it begins, it's time to go. The journey's now, let's hit the road. The road unwinds and then I find Longbridge Road means we're almost home. Longbridge Road means we're almost home. Long Bridge Road means we're almost home. No matter where I go.
Breck Benedict on. The lefty takes over for Willems with ball one from Breck. Maddox Stahl batting. First miracle to face Benedict. That one foul tips off the glove of Shane Crow. Combo, who worked together at Fossil Ridge High, Benedict and Crow. Shane now has moved on a year ahead of Breck. Benedict will be at University of Northern Colorado in the fall in Greeley. Crow at Colorado Mesa in Grand Junction. Both list Windsor, Colorado as their hometown. Battery getting it dialed in now, 2-2. Good pitch from Benedict. Slides into the zone. This is popped up over first. Over comes Langford, the second baseman, and it'll be a retreat and a catch for Luke Burley on the pop-up.
Luke Burley, number 33, with the catch and the out.
One out, top of five, 14-5 the count. Runner at first base is Jansen Roberts. That pop-up right over him. De La Cueva flies one to right field. That's caught by Adam Moser in right. Two down.
Number 24,
Benedict
Adam
grabs
Moser
two
with
quick
the
outs.
catch. Next up is number 3, Jeremiah Lucero.
Jeremiah Lucero 0 for 2 on the day. For Nick Willems, he ends up 4 innings pitched statistically. He's 4+, facing a few batters in the 5th. Faced 2 guys, didn't record an out, so it's 4 innings statistically. 6 hits allowed by Willems, 5 runs, 4 earned, 6 Ks, a couple walks. Willems 78 pitches, 51 for strikes, 27 balls, so not quite a 2-to-1, but pretty close to a 2-to-1 strike to ball ratio for Willems. Good job in the zone. Benedict has a 2-1, make it a 3-1 count after that ball to Lucero. Lucero hooks that down the line and just foul, bouncing just short of the fence. And just foul down by the foul pole in left. I think it skipped over the fence when it landed on the dirt track
Man over the age of 21
in the
goes against that
left
foul ball.
field corner.
Retrieve it for an alcoholic beverage of your choice.
Full count, 3-2 with 2 away. Roberts going, and Lucero reaches out and taps it foul to stay alive. Lefty Benedict with quick action to the plate. He's got a short delivery, quick mechanics, slowing down the running game of Roberts, who frequently will take off, and he goes on the 3-2-2 out, gets to move up with Lucero on the walk.
Next up is number 16, Ethan Steer.
Ethan Steer batting in the number 7 spot. 1 for 2 on the night. Steer first pitch towards short. Roberts leaps over it. Steer's going to beat that. Ethan Steer safe at first. Close, and Ethan's got the bag at 1, infield hit. Larry May, the field umpire, nice job of, looked like he might have adjusted his call in mid-delivery. He kind of looked like he started to have a ring-up hand on the right hand. Went with the safe call. And that looked to be the correct judgment from the field ump. First two guys in the inning reached against Nick Willems. Then Breck Benedict got the first two guys he faced. Now two have reached on Breck. First and second, two away. Nicholas Brainerd has a 1-1 count. First and third, Steer at first, not going anywhere. Ball down the line's going to get through. Diving try at third for Jackson Bryant. 1 run, 2 runs. Jansen Roberts, Jeremiah Lucero to the plate. Ethan Steer to third. And Brainerd bounces a double down the third base line, knocks in a pair. Nice answer by the Miracles, back to a touchdown deficit, 14-7. Benedict getting ready to go, and the runner, Brainerd, he just doubled. He's over by first base, exchanging out some equipment. Field ump Larry May caught it and shut down the approach to the plate. Bryson Martinez had stepped in. Breck was ready to throw it. 14-7 score. 64 still doubling up. They had a 6-run frame in the fourth. Benedict's pitch ties up Martinez, who offered at it for a 1-2 count. Miracles offense, pretty respectable against good arms of the 64s, and there is another tie-up pitch on Martinez, who just didn't figure out Benedict on that plate appearance. Put the third out up, close the top of the fifth, and 3 runs come across for the Miracles, who try to keep in contention here as we move into the midsection of the game. 9-inning ball game. The run rules kick in after 7. 64s a moment ago had a 10-run lead. Now it's 7. For Boulder, it'll be Jackson Bryant leading off in the bottom of 5, number 3 spot in the order.
Sports fans, broadcast announcing is evolving. Play-by-play is now play-by-play. Who needs bothersome people who have their own opinions, rooting interests, and skin in the game? Play-by-play, the next frontier in sports announcing.
Ball Yard Baseball.
Ball Yard Baseball.
Swinging strike 1 for Jackson Bryant, bottom of the 5th. Breaking pitch from Ethan Steer, popped out of play. Jackson Bryant with a 2-run homer in the fourth. He's 3 for 3 tonight. Bryant entered the game batting .537. He's pushed that number up. Even if he's out here on the night, he'd be 3 for 4, and that's still going to be an improvement over a crazy average number on the year. Jackson sails this to right field. That's out. In the glove of Austin Reese. One away. Jackson Bryant just flew out. His home run tonight is his 8th on the year. Logan Carney also homered right behind Bryant in the 4th inning back-to-back. 5th home run for Carney on the year. Jack Gardner home run in the 1st inning. His 8th on the year. Gardner and Bryant each adding a home run tonight, leading the team with 8 each. C.J. Trask taking an off night tonight. The standard bearer at the top of the order for the 64's. Trask has been the leadoff guy. He's off tonight. C.J. 6 home runs on the year. Next closest to Bryant and Gardner with the 8. Steer flings it up there. 2-1 count to Logan Carney. Carney swings and has a 2-2 count after the miss. Ethan Steer apologizes. I think he went mouthward on the mound. Time demanded by plate umpire Justin Moore. Fouled off, chopped away. Carney, 6'3", righty out of Mesa, Arizona. Phoenix College in Arizona. He talked about South Mountain. Telling him about the start today for Diamond Club by Matthew Lighthall, who played at South Mountain a couple of years ago. He said South Mountain's always got arms. He said, we hate playing those guys. Tough hitting days against South Mountain CC. Two-two pitch coming to Carney. Breaking ball works out of the zone. Carney started the hands, laid off, kept the swing short of an offer. Down the line and right. It's tailing, and it'll go foul in the corner. Sails over the bullpen of the Miracles. They've got Evan Iacono down there. Yeah, Iacono is the right-handed pitcher warming up in the pen for the Miracles. They all had to step aside for the landing of Logan Carney's foul ball. Landed smack in the corner where the side fence meets the home run fence. Foul just by a few feet from the foul pole down there. Not much for foul ground here at Scott Carpenter Park. Carney again off to the right side, fouls it away. Off the edge. Steer didn't miss by much. That was wide of the zone. Walk to Logan Carney. Traffic report from Scott Carpenter Park. All thoroughfares are heavily jammed up tonight. Both sides of the ledger, really. It's a 14-run night already, working in the 5th inning for Boulder. with the Miracles on 7 runs through 5 innings. They've had plenty of offense, just can't slow down the 64's. De La Cueva bounces out to catch that wide of the zone. A near miss there from Steer. Ethan said, where was that? And De La Cueva let him know. Ethan nodded yes, making sure he understood where the zone miss was. Runner takes off, and that was a 3-ball count. That's ball 4, so Carney up to second base on the walk to Shane Crow. 1 away. Tony Rucco coaching third tonight. He's been busy. Kent Gregory at first. C.J. Pino in the dugout tonight, assistant coaching. Miracles, their standard leadership team of John Byington and Marcus Gilmore. With 1 out, trying to get Ethan Steer through here, and he throws a pitch that stays in and clangs off of the elbow guard of Cale Hamrick. That one hurt a little bit. A fly out opened the inning. Now walk, hit by pitch, and you don't want to play with fire when the 64's bats are doing what they're doing tonight. 6 home runs in the game for Boulder, and the bases juiced for one of the home run hitters tonight. Zeke Bodie has a 3-run shot. He could improve by 1 notch with a long ball swing in this AB. One 1-0 pitch from Steer, got the edge, 1-1. Two on the count. 7:53 p.m. Mountain Time in Boulder, Colorado. Temperature still sitting at 84, high of 91 today. 90s back on the board again in Colorado. Heat of the summer. 3-1 count, nowhere to put Zeke Bodie. And he nowhered him. That is 4 free passes in a row. 3 by walk, 1 hit by pitch. RBI walk to Bodie. He's got 4 runs driven in the game, Bodie. Here comes John Byington. Pitching change here for the Miracles. Coach Byington already signaled down to the bullpen. And he'll grab the baseball from Ethan Steer. Ethan is done. The righty, enjoy Ethan's presence down there on that Miracles side of the diamond. Good dude, Ethan Steer. He's smiling it off as starter Devin Alvarado greets him, and they share a word about the potent bats of the 64's. And it's moved to the pen here to Evan Iacono for El Paso County Baseball with a 15-7 score on the board and a jam out there. It's 15-7. The tally in favor of Boulder. Update that on your bug. Bases stay loaded after the RBI walk to Zeke Bodie. 1 out, bases full. Iacono trying to get out of the Miracles jam here. Evan Iacono takes over for El Paso County Baseball Miracles. Corners are in, middle infield back. 1 out, 15-7 the score. Jansen Roberts at first, and Nicholas Brainerd at third would try to take the runner out at home on a force play. Middle infield, try to roll it. Lucero at second and Schlepper at short. 2-0 count for Iacono getting into his first batter. Luke Burley. Luke, 6 feet 6 inches tall. The Boulder 64's basketball team. They playing down at the Rec this summer? You guys been playing down at the Rec at all, Carter? 64's been playing down at the Rec, a little basketball this summer. These guys that dominate, man. You got 6'8", 6'6". Yeah, they got some height. 3-0 pitch. Again, nowhere to put him, and didn't put him. Strike for Iacono. Nice work by Evan to stay in a 3-1 here. Try to challenge his way through this count. Jacob Watley in the pen for the Miracles, behind Iacono, who just came on. And he's up on that pitch, and Luke Burley takes his free pass, drives in Crow. It was Carney who scored on the previous walk. Back-to-back RBI free passes. A grinder of a fifth inning. Six batters have come to the plate. This is the seventh now. 6 batters have completed their time at the plate. 5 of those on by free pass. 4 walks and a hit by pitch. One ball count. Iacono missed, almost nipped Adam Moser. Talked about C.J. Trask being off tonight. Mason Griffin also out of the lineup tonight, taking a night off. He's playing catch with Breck Benedict in the bullpen. Mason Griffin throwing some grips over there. Benedict staying loose in a long bottom of the 5th. .30 from Iacono. He is up and out of the zone, and the struggles on the mound for the Miracles are beyond real.
Moser takes first, making the bases loaded.
3rd run in the inning,
Welcome up, number 15.
all with RBI on him and all pushed in by walks. Mound struggle for the Miracles, 17-7. El Paso County Baseball had a 3 spot in the top of this frame. That's been matched now. Jansen Roberts chatting with Adam Moser at first base. Strike there. Iacono gets one in to Charlie Langford. Back to the top of the 64's order, Langford. 8th batter of the inning for Boulder. 1-1 count. That pitch wide, Wild's going to score a run. Zeke Bodie scoring on the Wild pitch. Luke Burley to 3rd, Adam Moser to 2nd. 18-7. Runs piling up. That did hit Charlie Langford. Pitch was up in on the shoulder of Langford. Iacono frustrated as he taps his glove.
Get hype for number 0, Jack Gardner.
In Greeley, the Western Nebraska Pioneers have a 4-2 lead on the Greeley Grays. Low-scoring game in flow, top of the third. So not super low for the top of the third, but hit by pitch. Iacono hits Jack Gardner. That's back-to-back HBPs. And a run comes home.
0, the hero, takes a hit. Goes to first base.
Burley
Bringing up number
touches the
23,
plate.
Jackson Bryant.
Evan Iacono uses his right foot to clean off the pitching rubber, takes a breath, trying to find his way back into the zone here. Jackson Bryant takes a strike on the inside. Bryant led off the inning with a fly out to right field. Bags full for the 64's. Pitch sails over and inside, over the zone. Pitch in the zone, popped up. Roberts retreats, and Jansen's got it. Pop out for Jackson Bryant. You know, Jackson Bryant was 3 for 3 going into this inning. He's gotten both the outs recorded in the inning have been Jackson's. He's the crazy high average, leading the 64's in the mid 500s for average. He's still 3 for 5 on the day, so it's a 600 day, which raises his lofty average, but out twice in the inning. I'd say that was unexpected in this frame that's everybody else has reached on, and it's actually been, no hits in the inning. This is the 11th batter of the inning, no hits, 5 runs scored, bases still full. Looks like 3 hit by pitch, 5 walks. Iacono bounces that. It was partially blocked by De La Cueva and then hit Justin Moore, the plate ump, and stayed near the plate. No advance by Adam Moser. Charlie Langford at second and Jack Gardner at first. One count. In, and Carney offered up the elbow. He would have taken a hit by pitch there, but it just missed him. Not sure how. And the walk to Kearney keeps the theme going here. In a nightmare bottom of the fifth. Another RBI walk, and Shane Crow is back to the plate. (20-7). Shane Crow will attempt the extra point to make it 21-7. Pitch behind Crow, ball one. (1-0) count. Iacono inside and up. 2-0. This ball hit to third, gloved by Brainerd. He looks at second, goes to first. Jansen Roberts makes the pick, and the toe was close to the bag. That's a ground out, 5-3. And Crow, ground ball to third, ends the fifth. Back-to-back 6-run innings from Boulder. The 64's score 6 in the fourth, 6 in the fifth. They've blown it open. 20-7 is the scoreboard tally after 5 innings. It's a 9-inning game. Run rule after 7 is 10. So the 64's again put themselves in that position. The Miracles have worked back from that size of deficit once already in the game. Breck Benedict, the lefty, back out on the hill for the 64's to the top of the sixth. Top of the order for the Miracles, Jackson Schlepper batting. Strike from Breck Benedict levels the count at 1-1. Benedict misses for a 1-2. Schlepper, Reese, and Roberts batting in the inning for 64's. Langford runs to that, gloves it, and it popped loose. Safe at first is Jackson Schlepper. Had to break hard toward the foul line side. The second baseman, Langford, got to it and bobbled it out of the glove. Error puts the leadoff man on. Austin Reese, 1 for 2, single walk strikeout. Reese disagrees with the strike call. Reese working to a 2-2 count. Strikeout pitch. Reese is out with first base occupied. He takes off, but Schlepper there at first, and that strikeout goes in the books, 1 away.
Next up is number 5, Jansen Roberts.
Jansen Roberts takes a strike, 1-1. Outside edge for 1-1. That ball's going to get out of play. Bryant takes a look. It's over the batting cages on the third base side. Roberts spanks that to center. That ball's traveling deep, and it'll bounce right in front of the 387 sign. Schlepper waited to see if it was caught, so Roberts will have a long single to straightaway center, and Schlepper over to second base. Jack Gardner, the center fielder, went back near the track and pulled up, tried to jump and catch it. It got over him, tucked in between the center fielder and the fencing and bounced up against the 387 for a single for Roberts. Well hit ball to center field. Strike from Breck Benedict, 0-1. One out on the board with the strikeout to Reese. Update that on your score bug. Swing and a miss for Maddox Stahl. Maddox 0 for 2 in the game, a walk, couple pop outs. Louis De La Cueva on deck. Louis 0 for 3 in the game as the air starts to cool a little bit in Boulder. Finally, after the hot day, sun disappearing behind the Flatirons west of Boulder. And you can feel the air temp making a little adjustment to the nighttime conditions. 1-2 pitch from Benedict. Swing and a miss for Stahl. Breck's got him on second strikeout of the inning around an error and a single. Louis De La Cueva bats with 2 outs.
Next up is number 22, Louis De La Cueva. That makes it sound like it's like
1-0 count De La Cueva takes. For Breck Benedict, this is, let me back up a little bit on the stat chart. Benedict making his 5th appearance of the season, according to the 64's team stats. 5 appearances, no starts for Breck. Had 7 innings pitched prior to this game. De La Cueva swings and misses. It's 1-2 count. 64 is trying to keep the lead at 13. 2 runners out there. This ball through the left side. De La Cueva's got his first hit of the night. Around comes Jackson Schlepper. Throw is over the catcher, Crow, who jumps in it, clears him. Schlepper's safe at the plate. Runners are in at second and third. Louis De La Cueva, RBI single. Error on the high throw moves up the runners.
next up is number 3, Lucero.
Schlepper hits the plate for the 8th run of the night. Jeremiah Lucero with 2 away. Benedict strike pops out of the glove of Crow, who takes 1 or 2 steps along the first base line side. Cleans up that 1-1 count maker. Now a 2-1 with the ball from Breck. Lucero foul off. July 15 is dwindling down in hours, 3.5-ish left in the day in Colorado. Diamond Club beat the Fort Collins Foxes today. That ball decelerates in the grass. Langford gets to it on the right side and makes the 4-3 out. Dugout goes wild.
Beautiful play by
Third out,
Langford.
and the top of the 6th is done. 1 run for The El Paso County Baseball Miracles with the 20-8 score in favor of the 64's. As it sits now, the 64's would need to record 3 outs next inning without allowing 3 runs to keep the run rule in effect. But Boulder also a chance to add on. And the bottom of the 6th, it's Jacob Watley coming out. Jacob Watley will pitch the bottom of 6 for the Miracles.
River Morgan presents famous baseball quotes.
You tell me right now, Jimmy Morris.
It's supposed to be hard.
Always,
And
and
if
if
it wasn't
hard,
me,
everyone would do second base.
The
and
hard
keep your foot
is what
on
makes
first.
it great.
You want to have a catch, Smalls?
Tonight's game is brought to you by Can of Whoop. We all want to dominate. We all have those moments when we just can't find that next gear. When you can't find that next gear, try Can of Whoop. Pop the top and pour it on. Can of Whoop. Pop the top and pour it on.
Jacob Watley on for the Miracles. Gets the outside edge, strike 1. Cale Hamrick, 5th plate appearance. It's the 6th inning. It's a slow ball into the zone. Shortstop Schlepper across in time. Ground ball out.
Welcome up number 13.
Shortstop for the 64's rolled that to the shortstop for the Miracles. Bodie sends that towards center and closing it out. Ball stayed shallow. Miracles center fielder Maddox Stahl.
Welcome up number
2 away.
Luke Burley.
Luke Burley 0 for 2 in the game. Ground out, strikeout, and a hit by pitch and a walk. 6 home runs in the game for Boulder. They got it going on their number 2 batter in the first inning. Gardner went yard for a 2-run shot after a Charlie Langford single. 2 batters in, the 64's had 2 runs and their first home run. 3 batters later in the first inning, Shane Crow 2-run shot. 2 of the 6 home runs in the first frame, and the long ball has kept happening for the 64's tonight. Breaking pitch in, and 3-1 count to Luke Burley with 2 down. Solo shot in the second for Moser was the only 64 to reach in the inning. Here's a liner through at shortstop. Luke Burley base hit, his first of the game.
Base hit for Luke Burley. Bringing up number 24, Adam Moser.
With that hit for Luke Burley, his first of the game, he's 1 for 3 now. That means that every 64 has a hit in the game. Burley needed 1 there, got it, and all 9 guys have a hit tonight. Strike from Watley. Moser has 1 hit. He's 1 for 1. Hit by pitch, 2 RBI producing walks. Solo shot. He's got 3 ribbies, 2 on walks, and 1 on his long ball in the second inning. 64's have not gone 3 up, 3 down tonight, and they won't this inning either. The first 2 were out, but then Burley singles. Louis De La Cueva, catcher for the Miracles, doing the work again tonight. Mason Aaron will do a little catching for the Miracles, but it's really Louis' primary role, and the depth chart is kind of him, and then Mason Aaron can go do it for you. Louis works game after game after game. One of the best blocking catchers in the Front Range League, without a doubt. Louis, talking to him before the game tonight, said he's always been a big Rockies fan, sticking with the Colorado team. He's seen some Giants, San Francisco Giants baseball in his time. He asked me again tonight brought something up about Craig Biggio again. Asked if I still like the Astros or follow them. I said kind of reluctantly. The personnel was who I really liked back in the day for the Astros. Pitched down on a 3-2. Runner goes. Burley will cruise into second in front of the walk to Moser. That is the 3rd walk of the night for Adam Moser. Add the hit by pitch. He's been on 4 free passes tonight. Only time he put a ball in play, it was out of the yard for Moser. Jansen Roberts, the first baseman, a personable chap. He's had plenty of time to make some social interactions tonight. He's had all kinds of 64s coming around at first base. Jansen, again, yapping it up with Adam Moser, who's been there 4 times where he stopped at first, and once he just ran through it on his home run ball. Langford back to the top of the order. 2 hits in the game, a hit by pitch, 2 for 3 for Charlie. Two-one. Langford hands high. Watley the pitch. That's through the zone. It's 2-2. Watley wide there. Full count. Miracles will head back to Colorado Springs tonight. They were supposed to play tomorrow on the original schedule against the NOCO Prospectors, and then again with the Prospectors on Thursday. That adjustment was made today. They're not going to play tomorrow, and they're going to play 2 on Thursday. Langford foul tips that at the plate, stays alive. So the Miracles at Block Tickets Park in Colorado Springs, they were going to have a stretch of, would have been, 4 days in a row with games there, but they'll take tomorrow's off the board and double it up the next day. Hosting the Prospectors for 2 games, 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock Mountain Time tomorrow at Block Tickets Park, formerly UC Health Field in Colorado Springs. Beautiful park. I'll be back there on the Thursday doubleheader. I've got the Arvada game tomorrow, Grays and Diamond Club at 11 a.m. Mountain. I was going to be in Springs tomorrow night after that game, but scrub that, push it back a day. I'll be there for the doubleheader on Thursday with the Prospectors. Walk pitch to Langford loads the bases. And then the Miracles hosting the Fort Collins Foxes at Block Tickets Park on Friday night, 6:35 p.m. I'll stay around for that, and I'll stick around Saturday for the Pueblo Spradley Collegians. The shortest trip for those two teams, Miracles and Spradley, is the route between Pueblo and Colorado Springs. And the Pueblo Spradley Collegians will be Saturday, 6:35 p.m. Mountain Time at Block Tickets Park against the Miracles. That is from what I'm seeing on the grid, the last home game for the Miracles on Saturday, July 19. The rest of their games on the road. A big finish at Block Tickets Park with 3 consecutive days, 4 games in 3 days on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this weekend. Beautiful park. If you have the ability to get over there, do it. Jack Gardner, big swing and a miss. Full bases with Langford's walk. Watley inside on that pitch, 2-1 count. Watley's pitch is swung on. It's 2-2. Gardner missed. Jack Gardner 2 for 3 today. Home run, single, hit by pitch. He's got 3 RBI. Drove in a run on his hit by pitch along with the 2-run bomb in the first. Ground out in the second is only out. Check that. He had a strikeout in the 5th. He batted twice in the 5th. I missed one of those. And he swings and strikes out here. Watley does not allow a run. And Gardner swings through it with the bases full. Nothing for 64's in the bottom of 6. 7th inning coming up, and that might be it, so why not? Might as well enjoy the classic baseball tune, which I've decided would be either this or the national anthem would be my walk-up song. It's the national anthem, Star Spangled Banner is my walk-up song, or this one, out of order right now, but it's proper to include it in the backstretch of this game, and we could all use a little stretch at this time.
River Morgan presents famous baseball quotes.
You tell me right now, Jimmy Morris.
Progress
It's supposed to be
always
involved.
If it wasn't
hard,
me,
everyone would do
second base
The
and
hard
keep your foot
is what
on
makes
first.
it great. You want to have a catch, Smalls. Jacob Watley will bat for the Miracles, top of the 7th inning. And Xavier Farnham, our in-game headset guest tonight, gets big applause for throwing strike one. Farnham on in relief. He beans Jacob Watley up above the 15 on his back.
Next up is number 13, Nicholas Brainerd.
Last time Xavier Farnham pitched was never, no, I don't know, that's not probably true. Farnham in a blowout game, 20-8, his team leading. Xavier was up in the booth earlier as second assistant on the scoreboard, running the scoreboard up in the booth with Carter Swan and Bryce Robinette. Put Xavier on the headset for a little bit, talked on our Front Range Baseball Network broadcast. Now Farnham handling what the 64's hope will be the final frame. Catcher Farnham delivers a strike. 1-1 count. That's in the zone. That's popped behind second. Langford gets there, and Watley took off from first, misread that ball. Thought that might be dropping. Langford ranged out, made the catch in the shallow right field grass. And a double play pop-up. Big help to reliever Xavier Farnham. Throwing the filth up there. So Farnham back to the full windup now. He's got a kind of a quick first step and then a decelerated second piece of the rhythm. And he's got the 2 outs. Now he's now changed his mechanics from his warm-up. Bryson Martinez swung and missed. 1-1. Breaking ball works for Farnham. Hits that to the zone. 1-2 the count. 64's trying to pick up a full game on the Fort Collins Foxes today. Foxes defeated by Diamond Club this morning in Arvada, midday game, 11 a.m. Mountain start. 1-2 from Farnham. Tried to go a little extra on the fastball, skipped it in to Shane Crow. Strike, and the final out away from a run rule for the 64's, and Farnham gets the strikeout. Martinez swings, and the 6 home run night for the Boulder 64's concludes in a 20-8 run rule win for the Boulder 64's. Back-to-back nights, they run rule the Miracles 16-6 in a game that was more competitive for much more of that ball game last night in Colorado Springs. Tonight, 64's get out and going with 4 in the first and handled the Miracles tonight in a 6 home run outburst for Boulder. And they do pick up a full game today on the front-running Fort Collins Foxes. I'm updating the Front Range League standings board right now. You can go to frontRangeLeague.com. That's frontRangeLeague.com. Information galore on the site. Click on standings to see the current status of the standings board. It's hosted by Fort Collins Baseball Club. So when you click that, you'll bounce to an FCBC standings page. And with that game input now, this game here, the final, now put up on the charts. The updated standings have the Boulder 64's just 2.5 games back now of the Fort Collins Foxes. 64's have played 29 games now on the year. Their record 22-7. The Foxes have played 28 games. Their record at 24-4. That rivalry between the two has been fantastic this year, with the teams running pretty even through their matchups this year. Western Nebraska Pioneers trying to close out a doubleheader sweep in Greeley, and they would get within 3 games of the Foxes, just a half a game back of the Boulder 64's if the Pioneers win the second game tonight. They already won 1 in Greeley. Pioneers leading 8-2 in the top of the 5th of a 7-inning ball game. Pioneers of Western Nebraska up 8-2 on the Greeley Grays, trying to stay a half game behind Boulder. The race getting good at the top of the chart in the Front Range League as we move toward the postseason, the Final Four, with the Pueblo Spradley Collegians, the other team in the math right now. Those 4, if those standings would hold, would meet in Fort Collins at City Park in early August for a single elimination semis and championship that'll cap off the first season of the Front Range League. And frontrangeleague.com, where you can find the standings. Final score in tonight's game from Scott Carpenter Park, 20-8. Boulder beats the Miracles back-to-back nights with wins over El Paso County Baseball. And for the Boulder 64's, they'll play 2 tomorrow in Pueblo, 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Mountain Time double headers on the Front Range Baseball Network. 2 games at Runyon Sports Complex for the 64's on the road down south on I-25 to Runyon Sports Complex. A double dip tomorrow with the Spradley Collegians for the 64's. Miracles are off tomorrow. They'll play 2 at the NOCO Prospectors on Thursday in Colorado Springs. 20-8, the final count, with Boulder picking up ground on the Fort Collins Foxes. Talk to you again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. The first game of the day on the network. I'll be in Arvada for Greeley Grays and Diamond Club from Nate Journey Field in Arvada. Talk to you then. Until that time, it's a 12-run win on 6 home runs. The propulsion for Boulder tonight, and they win by 12 over the Miracles. Good night from Boulder.